Live! This is Vampire the Masquerade on Rollstream this evening. I'm Rkdm, and these are my wonderful players. We're playing Chicago by Night. And we're going to have Jesse give us an outline of what's been going on in our game for the last couple of weeks. Please tell us about it, Jesse.
All right, so I fucked up. Yuri fucked up. And he brought attention to the one place that he did not want to have attention drawn to, which was Haven. Haven was a location that he had and brought Newbie into, as well as Barry's predecessor. I don't remember his name now. The financial backer. Anyway, not important. We all kind of got into a situation where we draw too much attention from the prince. The prince was like, well, we need to have an introduction. So we had like
My Oakland internet always.
And here we are back again. Oh my god! Alright, so please, Jesse, I'm so sorry. You were telling us about what was going on in Chicago. Please continue.
all right. So short form, we started with Yuri flipping a car. Let's do that because that's exciting.
Right.
Yuri flipped a car.
Yuri flipped
And
a car.
drew the attention for the FBI as well as the police force.
Yeah.
As well as Prince.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of eyes that we really did not want on Haven. Since then, we've been kind of running behind the 8-ball, or running in front of the 8-ball, rather. Trying to get crushed by the damn thing. Try to get ahead of it and make reparations for some of our earlier transgressions, which included not only just flipping the car, but also, well, murder.
Yes. Murder. Good old murder.
Which is really what's been chasing us since the word go. And I think right now we're getting you into position after conversing with the prince, some certain distractions by certain key members of our party, we've been able to sort of remove the attentions away from Haven and be able to bring back a more focus on what we were trying to do originally, which was just trying more of the anarchic movement and away from the Camarilla. And we found a lot of good people to help us with that. We found a true Bruja.
Right.
And Matthias, who's been a great counterpoint and a savior when it comes down to, a Bruja of the mind that Yuri is, and a true Bruja of the intellectual spirit of where the Bruja was meant to be. Then we've got Newbie, who is just, helping us with when it comes down to the internet security, maintaining our perimeter security. We've got Valen, who has been able to help us with like the more physical security, which is the distractions, the demolitions, the trying to draw attention away from us. And then we've also had Cade or Hyde. And Barry's character, I apologize, I don't remember his new character's name. Racer? Tracer? Pacer? Pacer, thank you. Pacer. Who has been integral in being able to drive Miss Daisy around Chicago and avoid any of those awkward conversations when it comes down to the FBI, police
And he
agencies,
has managed
or
to be in the right place at the right time a few times too. You know,
he has
observing things and
exactly.
keeping an eye on stuff and helping you guys stay out of trouble on occasion. He was
Yep.
the getaway
And
driver from the explosion at the precinct.
at the precinct, yeah. Sorry, I was trying to do a broad scope, just kind of like
Right,
shit's fucked up.
for sure,
We're
yeah.
trying. I felt that the goal was to get everybody together,
Yeah.
to make sure that we're all kind of on the same page when it comes down to the anti-Camarilla movement. We're all anarchic in a particular way, and we all have our motivations for that.
Right.
But yes, like everybody has contributed very positively in order to get us to where we are now, which is sitting in a booth at the Haven, having a drink, in whatever shape or form that is. Even Matthias, I think at this point in time, would probably be a great entry point.
Yep. Okay,
Get
so
everybody
Matthias,
together.
shall we?
Although
Shall
Nibby
we?
was downstairs.
Shall we begin with Matthias arriving back at the club? Does that seem like a reasonable plan for you, Matthias?
Yeah, I think I need to have a chat with Jensen. I don't know if we want to play that out or do it sort of
Sure.
behind the scenes.
No, do it. No, do it.
So where are we when you're talking to Jensen? Are we in the car?
Yeah, I think maybe on our way back to the second hotel that we'd
All right.
previously arranged when I, got us out from the attentions of one of the Camarilla people.
Sure. Yeah. Okay. So is Jensen driving or are you driving?
Yeah, no, he would usually drive.
All right.
He's
This
got a sort
car-
of military background. Yeah.
Right. Okay. Yeah. He's like a veteran essentially. Yep. Okay. So you're driving along, and he's obviously been very concerned about all the things that have been happening, and he's heard about this explosion and what have you. And where do you think he's taking you to right now? Some sort of
We'd arranged
the
the
other
second hotel. He'd
Right.
chosen a second hotel to
Right.
go to tell the other followers
sure.
to sort of get out of Dodge and lay low.
All right. Well, he's driving along in stunned silence at this point. He looks over at you. You look like you got something you want to say to me.
I got a lot of things on my mind right now, Jensen. I think the first priority is we got to find some way to keep ourselves safe.
I don't know if we can keep safe in this damn city.
I don't know that either. There's a bigger game going on here, and I don't understand it at all. But
Well, you don't
But now-
understand it. I sure as hell don't understand it. What are we even doing here, man? We should get the fuck out of here. You got to excuse my language. I'm so sorry.
it's all right. You know I don't worry too much about that kind of thing. You know that there's a cause for us here. We have to understand this, Jensen. God has a purpose here with us. These gifts that he's given me, that he's given these others, if we can find a way to bring them to our cause, think of how much good we could do.
He
Back away from that.
he stops the car and looks at you. You really think that their gifts are going to be useful to us and our cause? I mean, I can tell that it's useful to you. I mean, you on our side. But those motherfuckers, forgive my language, those motherfuckers, they're all over the place, man. I can't see them switching sides. They're on the side of Satan and the devil.
Now, come on, Jensen. You know, with your past, the things we've seen, the things we've been through together, that's where people come from. They come from darkness. It's our job to guide them towards the light. We can't expect them to start there. We can't expect them to find that path easy, but we can't back down from it either.
Mr.
This
Cole.
is our job.
Mr. Cole, you're taking on a task that's going to weigh so heavily on our shoulders. I'm beginning to... I can't sleep at night.
And that's why I want to prioritize finding somewhere where you can be safe. This is my choice to make. I can ask you to follow me, but I can't demand it. And that's where I want to... I have a confession to make and a request, I suppose. You know a little bit about the powers I've been granted. I've got the ability to influence others in ways that I never could before. And I made a promise to myself when I understood that I would never use that on someone that, against their will, unless it was of the gravest need.
Well, I got to
And I
ask
confess,
you.
I used one of those powers on you the other night when we had the visitor. I didn't know what else to do, but I felt terrible about it. It wasn't my right to do that, but I wanted to keep you safe. That man that came in there.
Well, no, Mr. Cole, you ain't got to worry about that. I'm perfectly fine with you using your powers to keep me safe. I mean, whatever that that dude was up to was some nefarious motherfucking shit, man. I have no idea what his plans were, but he was fucked in the head. Now, if you need to use your powers to keep me safe, is okay. You got my permission. But what I'm more concerned about is the question of how do I even know that you are using your powers to keep me safe? I mean, how do I even know that what I'm doing right now is real? I mean, for all I'm knowing right now, I could be locked up somewhere and there could be like demons whispering in my ears telling me all sorts of shit. This could be one big fucking hallucination.
I think you have to ask yourself the question then, Jensen. Even if this was some kind of hallucination, what kind of man do you want to be within that? What is it that you want to stand for? What is it that you want to achieve?
All right. You got a point there.
I can't prove anything to you.
You got a point there, Mr. Cole. You got a point. I believe you. I have to say, I mean, I've known you long enough. I mean, if this is all one big dream, then you're one hell of a consistent player in this character, in this world that I'm seeing. So, yeah, I understand. Okay.
And I got as many questions as you do, but I think the choice that we're always faced with day after day is, well, what do we do with what we got right now, with what we got in front of us? And right now we're confronted with a lot of uncertainty, a lot of danger, but I also think a lot of possibility. This could be the chance to do more good in the world than we've ever had before.
Well,
and I don't want to back away from that. And I can't ask you to commit to that.
I hope you're right. I hope you're right, Mr. Cole. And I'm happy to go forward with you on this, all right? I'm happy to do that. But there's one thing that I think we need.
And what's that?
Guns. Motherfucking guns. Lots of motherfucking big guns.
I don't know, Jensen. How's that going to help us out?
I don't know, but I'm sure as hell I don't want to be confronted with them damn death-walking vampire motherfuckers walking around drinking blood out of people, and I can't protect myself. I need to protect myself, and I need to protect you.
Look, I trust you on that. That's not my area of expertise, and I hope I can use my skills and my talents to ensure that it never comes to that. But I understand you need to do what you need to do to keep yourself safe and keep the rest of our flock safe. And I trust you on that. It's one of the things I wanted to ask you. We need to find a new place, somewhere safe that our followers can come to congregate. I was hoping that that might be something you could take care of.
Okay,
I'm going to make sure that I don't compromise at this time. I've learned my lesson. I ain't going to make the same mistake twice.
All right. Well, we got a budget for that shit?
Yeah, we got a budget. Probably about the same as last time. Find us a, nice little townhouse, something inconspicuous, out of the way.
Okay.
Check out the neighborhood, get a sense of who's around. We just want something that ain't going to draw attention. We can put the word out to the rest of the followers. Once, you found somewhere safe, we know that it's going to be all right. In the meantime, probably best if we, tell them to go to ground, find their own, own place to stay. We don't want anyone getting messed up in this until we know for sure we got somewhere safe for them.
All right. I'll get on to that. By the way, I read that book you told me to read about the prayer book. You know the one. I forget its name. I've been looking at it.
And what are you taking away from it?
Well, my relationship with God, I don't know. It's a big conversation, and maybe at that point we can cut away and let them get into their conversation out of game.
Yeah.
All right.
I'll tell them then as we have that sort of, all right, you drop me off, I'll give them an address sort of near Haven. Okay. And if you could sort that other stuff out, I want you to know that I appreciate this, Jensen. You're a good man, and you're doing the right thing.
All right. Thank you very much, Mr. Cole. Thank you very much. Now, you give me a call when you need anything. All right?
I'll do that, Jensen. I appreciate it. You have a good night now.
You too. Be careful. You got your phone with you? He leans out the window.
I got a new one now.
All right.
I'll flick you a message so you got the number.
Yeah, you do that. Yeah. Okay. All right. So you heading into Haven about that point.
Yeah.
Very good. So the rest of you are in Haven at this point, and what are you doing exactly?
So at that moment, I think a good point. The music had been turned down. My herd has been dismissed for most of that evening. We're hitting closing, and we're sitting at the booth. And Yuri at that point in time had, two people, like, we had Cade and one other person on his left arm, plus,
right.
That pacer on the other side. Just
right.
We're laughing it up. We're coming to
it. Me.
Was it? Okay.
We can say that Cade's gone off to go and meet someone that has contacted him by telephone recently.
Sure.
All right.
And so he slipped off, and everybody that's at the booth is just we're having a very decompressed moment,
All right.
laughing, and we've got some shot glasses of whatever I have left over from that did not get incinerated, of our leftover blood, and we're having some shots. Yes, yeah. Oh, we'll have Matthias. Is that you, man?
Matthias walks over, looking a little bit sort of awkward. Yuri, you made it out of there safely then, I take it. I'm glad to see you're still in one piece.
Yes. This is Yuri we were talking about. Please have a seat.
Is it a good idea to be back here again? I mean, won't they just come straight back?
Well, we'll deal with what happens. Right now we are enjoying company. We are enjoying companies of comrades, people of shared ideals, and we have come to conclusion.
Oh, and what's that?
Fuck the Cambrilla.
Oh, I'm still learning what that is, but I think that's a sentiment I can get on board with. But I guess I have to ask the question, and then what?
Then we fuck them again. I don't understand the question.
Well, see, I've been thinking about what that detective told me. About you killing that man with the car door. But, see, I'm trying to put two and two together because you seem like a man with, I don't know, almost an idealism. You took in a stranger, you showed kindness, and you protected us. You seem like somebody who wants something more than just to say, fuck the world. I was kind of wondering what that is.
Back in the Soviet Ukraine, we did not have much, but we had one thing. We had ideals of moving beyond just the society that oppressed and put us into the tiny corners and pushed us into those dolls, those Russian dolls, more smaller and smaller and smaller. But we want to look at and see things a bit more perspective. And right now, that is where I'm sitting, is I have perspective. Yes, I do not want to fuck well, no, I do. I want to fuck all the world. Don't get me wrong. However, the perspective that I have actually gained at this point in time is my brother did not have the same sort of concepts that I had about enjoying this life. His life was cut far too short. And our sire did not make it any more enjoyable, nor did he give us any more opportunities other than just everlasting life, let's say, unless that fucking Archon sends him to death. And this is where we have actually come to an agreement, is that the Camrille, in the way it's actually structured right now, is that everybody's father. Who are you? We don't have names. We have numbers. You go die. You go die. You come here, your food. This is what it is.
But you're talking about something more than simply survival, I gather.
Survival is one thing, but we need to thrive. And how can we thrive when we have that fucking boot on our neck?
Oh, that's like I said, that's something I can certainly get behind. I guess I just want to know what your end game is before I know if this is the right place for me. What is it that you want, Yuri?
I would like those that have crushed the weaker to be brought into the light and justice put upon them. I'm very simple, man. Not educated.
What does that mean?
Reason,
just flipping the tables, becoming the oppressor?
No. It's like opening cage. lift the latch, and everybody comes out, and they can enjoy the light.
I suspect that your idea and my idea of the light might differ in certain regards, but I think I think we have enough in common. You seem to be talking about freedom, about possibility.
Absolutely. If you're looking at anarchy, and we cannot get away from politics. This is something that will be with us forever. As long as we have society in any main shape or form, politics will still be there. I understand this. But you don't fuck with me, I don't fuck with you. And right now, there's a whole lot of fucking going on, and I'm not enjoying it.
Matthias looks around, sort of making eye contact with each of the other people seated. And the rest of you, where do you stand on this?
Me? Well, I don't really give a fuck about politics. All I know about politics is all it ever did for me was fuck me over many times. But I do give a fuck about living. I say that kind of weakly because we're not alive. We're different. We're different things. I used to be a race driver. Now look at me. I'm dead and I'm driving around this place. But I do know this place better than most people, both Chicago and Gary. So if you want to know stuff, where to meet somebody, where to hide, that's my department. And sometimes I expect a little bit of finance for that little knowledge. But all I want to do is keep the Sabbat off my tail, keep the Prince off my tail, and basically make the ones I care about still care about me.
I can respect that. We might not still be alive, but we still think, we still feel, we're still children of the Lord. I know that you might not agree with that, but I believe we're all blessed still, that we have the right to exist, the freedom to pursue the things that make us more than just people. I don't know. I know I'm naive, I'm idealistic, and all of that, but I'd like to see something better. To have all this power, to have all of this capability, and to do nothing but replicate the systems that oppressed, to live in the shadows. What's that? What kind of life is that?
What are you planning to say? Hey, I'm a vampire, let's start a club?
I don't know how well that'd go over, but I don't know. I reckon if we could find a few people with the same kind of ideals, a desire to make something more of the world, of themselves, I have half a feeling we might be able to achieve something more than just survival, just getting by. That's my dream, anyway.
I imagine everybody's got one, a dream that is.
Well, I'd like to hear them.
My dreams are simple.
Well, what about you,
I
little
find-
fox? What is it makes you hide?
I do not believe she would be there.
Oh, you're not there. Okay, sorry.
But that's okay.
Valen would be. He's on my left.
Yeah, Balin
Are you there listening over comms or something, or not at all?
Well, currently, I imagine Newbie is going through security, because we've had not only a massive breach, but we've just been infiltrated. Sorry, there's no time for this one to to really take a break and have a sit around a bar table. She's got work to do.
Right.
Plus, I also gave her the photograph that was nailed to the back door as well.
Yep, so I've got a lot of things on my plate. There's not enough caffeinated blood in the world that can help Newbie right now.
Can you? Do
So,
you want to make
No time for
a?
philosophical navel gazing.
Do you want to make a computer's checky thing of some description? You've got a list of skills. You can tell me which one you want to use.
yep. I had a read through this,
Yeah.
but that would like not all of it because I got locked out of my house.
Right.
So forgive me.
That's okay.
And I didn't have my phone on me. So
Man, that's double suck.
yeah. Let's see.
Well, you can have a think about that while
Maybe
they
this
continue.
anonymity and privacy one?
Okay, so you're
Or
trying to
maybe
create.
network intrusion?
Are you trying to intrude on a network?
No, I'm trying to
Avoid intrusion.
yeah.
Right. Okay.
Yes.
So let's use that then. What's the system that we created for that?
Is it for anonymity and privacy or the other one?
Yeah, I think for anonymity and privacy would make more sense.
Okay. It says she rolls wits and technology.
Right.
So that work?
Yep.
Okay.
So the idea is you're actually reducing your attack surface by eliminating points of entry.
like this. This is cool. Thank you for providing this.
I thought it would be useful.
It is very useful.
Yeah. Gives
Okay,
you some sort of constructive or specific things that you can attempt to do.
It's gonna be a lot of dice.
Yeah.
Okay.
1,
1, 2, 3 plus 1, so 4.
4 successes. Holy crap-a-molly. Alright, so...
Stupid ones.
Right, you believe that... Okay, it's going to take about 30 minutes, apparently, so...
Excellent.
Yeah, so you're locking down the whole place, basically, and you're setting up new security protocols. You've changed all the passwords and keys and stuff. So digitally, you are in a little fortress now.
Yes, and then after that, I want to make it so that this can't happen again, or at least it's going to be a lot harder.
I mean, there's always going to be risks when you have a connection to the internet, but
Yeah,
for sure. Okay.
Luckily, not everything is connected to the internet, so.
Right. But
Yeah.
I know.
Like her.
Yeah.
Oh, she'll have like folders of like hentai and stuff that she's probably gotten from the internet, but she's not going to put them on the internet anymore or anything. She's
Right. No, that's fair.
got her own private stuff.
Right. So she has a separate computer that's offline. That she moves stuff to it using like a flash drive or something.
Yeah.
Because good old sneaker net.
Would that work?
Yeah, well, yeah, of course. Because if you use a flash drive,
Because
you're
it
not.
still
You
would
don't
be offline. Yeah.
that
it'll
keeps
still
it
be
offline, right? Otherwise, that way you don't have to be networked to the other computers in any way, shape, or form. So you just have one computer that has no connections of any sort to any networks or the internet. And that's your private backup computer for your personal stuff. Yes, Jesse.
The terminology is air-gapped.
Right, air-gapped. There you go.
Ooh.
Just to give it some context.
Yeah, there'll be a lot of like stuff about all the vampire world, but then there'll be our own private folders of
Right,
fun.
so that stuff's... so to be fair, there's like breach material on that computer.
Oh yeah.
Okay, cool.
For sure.
Just to know. Good to know.
Yeah, we're all breaking the Masquerade up in here.
All right, good to know. Okay.
Masquerade?
Goodbye. All right, cool. Now back to you guys. Please continue your business.
I'm
So
mostly
at
just
that point-
debating on.
Yeah. I would have actually glanced over to Valen at that point in time.
Same.
Gentlemen,
I think you have had questions that Matthias has posed. Why do you see it?
frankly, I've just been lost in thought. What was your question?
Well, I guess I was kind of wondering about what people want. Where are we going? I mean, I'm new to all this, so I'm just still kind of figuring it out myself. But I suppose I'm wondering, what your plans are, what it is you want to achieve, if anything, because I guess it sort of seems like we're trying to work out if we're all on the same page, if we've got a shared cause here, something we can work on together.
Well, I can tell you, A, that I'm no fan of the Camarilla. I don't like the idea of having a boot down on my neck like most people. Most people are too complacent.
Yeah, fair enough. Certainly seems
Better to live
many
as a free
people.
individual.
I can understand that. So,
I think we're all in agreement. We do not like living under these particular circumstances, even though we're not directly involved. And I think right now I have a very interesting perspective. I was enforcer with Camarilla back in Soviet. And I
so
can
what
say
action are
that
they going to take next? Obviously, their first attempt to shut things down's failed. Well, what do you expect their next move's going to be?
they had no intention of shutting things down. They were making power move, making sure that they understood, we understood where power lies, where the power structure actually exists, and where we need to pay homage. This is what is going on. The police, the FBI, unless they are part of the prince's cohort, this was just standard human antics, asserting their own dominance and maintaining their own power
So that
structures.
so then, who was it attacked the station? That seemed like whoever that was had a fair amount of pull to be able to pull something like that off.
Well, these are questions.
What that kind of worries me. It's more players than you're aware of. Surely not the Camarilla doing that.
Gabriella breaking Anarchs out of jail. This is not something that I am familiar with. But I have only been in North America, the new lands, for a very short period of time. In Soviet Ukraine, this would be seen as something not out of the ordinary. The structures there were more Sabbat. And this is something that I've been struggling against. I do not like Sabbat. I do not like their what they stand for. It's just disgusting.
I mean, it seems to me one of our first priorities should be working out how we can keep ourselves safe. I don't know. It seems like this location's kind of compromised. I don't know if there's some way of securing it, or we need to find some alternative place to gather.
This was my fault. This is what I've been building atonement. I have supplicated myself as much as I did not wish to. I've exposed the heavens more than I wished. Heaven is the domain. Domain is secure in vampire society. But it is that been brought to risk because of my own slips. So as if you're looking for a place that is secure, this is about as secure as you could possibly get within the city.
I guess I'm just thinking about how we're going to get those cops off your back, because it doesn't sound like that detective's going to be too willing to quit. Might have been a bit of a setback with what went down at the station, but she seemed a bit tenacious from my conversation with her.
You know the funny thing about humans? They
What's that?
age and they die. For us, all we need to do is keep our heads down.
You're talking about a pretty long time frame there if you're hoping for her to kind of age out. Oh, John Simmons, sorry. About him to age out.
Other things could happen along the way that could encourage the demise of this particular individual. I am not saying that we will engage in so nefarious schemes, but
But Yuri, isn't
what
that how we got into this mess? You kill somebody, someone comes looking for them, you kill them, a few more take their place. Seems like that's just asking for trouble. I think we need to find another way to get her off the case. Persuade her, or, like you say, go to ground.
we are as ground as we can possibly get at this point. They come from me. They come for the people that I love, the people that I protect, the thing that Haven is stand for.
Well,
I will kill them if necessary.
yeah, well, I understand that, but I guess I'm hoping I can find another way. I think Matthias is starting to think about, trying to find a way to find out what's kind of going on with the investigation with the police. I'm thinking I might do a little bit of digging on my own time, see if I can work out what these cops are up to. I'm hoping we can find a way to kind of, I don't know, direct them away from things here without needing to kind of resort to such measures.
You sound like a newbie. You should talk to her. These new ideas, non-confrontational. I understand what you think, but in this world, it's not quite as simple.
Oh, I know.
Like,
You can't always avoid violence, but I'd like to do what I can to make sure it doesn't come to that. I don't know if I'm going to be successful or not, but I think we ought to at least try. I don't want you in that position again, not after the kindness you showed me.
and this is exactly what I'm saying. You think of this particular direction about non-confrontation, but it's exactly what I think. Yuri thinks this. If I confront these people in such a way that they do not, or they fear coming at us, at my friends, my family, it's same thing. Same thing. We think along the same lines, the same terms, but I look at this as aggression is good. Aggression is where it needs to be.
I guess we'll have to wait and see how that plays out. Seems to me like the last time that you used aggression, it didn't pan out too good. But who knows? Perhaps it's me that's short-sighted on this one.
Yeah. Time will tell.
So it seems like we don't have too much time before we need to hit the hay. Is there a vampire kind of equivalent of that? Get some rest for the day.
Absolutely. This is heaven. I have a place for you.
I appreciate it. I'm still going to need to find some new lodgings for myself. Seems I drew a bit too much attention to my own place. So if you got a place for me to stay, I'd certainly appreciate that.
Yes. I think, Valen, you are in similar situation, yes? Valen?
Sorry, I was checking on something. What was that?
You're in a similar situation that Matthias had just mentioned, that he is in between homes.
Oh, I've already found a place for myself to stay.
Oh?
But yeah, a warehouse a little ways from here. I've already got my workshop situated.
This is good. Perhaps we'll talk about this tomorrow evening, but for today we'll put Matthias in the spare room.
I believe I still have enough time to get there. What time is it now? Just kind of looked at the watch on his wrist.
3:30.
Yeah, I have plenty of time. I probably should make my way back, now that I'm thinking on it. No, I
Pacer, do
believe-
you have... Sorry, go ahead.
It's all right. Go ahead.
Yeah.
To say,
I've
you
got
have
a-
a place to stay?
Oh yeah, I've got a place to go. I'll make it back from here. So I'll
Shall
see
we
you.
say, yes, we reconvene at the back at Haven tomorrow evening, yes?
That's if it's still here tomorrow evening. I'll see you guys. Take care.
All right. You have a
Okay.
good night.
So, Pacer, you are going to
Mr.
leave the
Robbie.
club at this point and go somewhere?
Yes,
Where are you going to go?
there is a there is a, what do they call it? There's an old chop shop.
Okay.
And when I say old, it's run down and fatigued and everything. And that's where my mobile home is. The only thing I got out of my divorce, a mobile home, a car, and a parakeet, and a dog.
Okay. All right, cool. So you're heading over there. As you arrive there, you find that you have a message on your phone.
Push the wee button to hear the message.
Okay. Well, it's a text message, not a
Oh,
voice message.
okay. I'll do
Not a
that
voicemail.
then.
So it's from your good friend that lives in Gary, and it's asking you to contact him as soon as you can.
Okay, I will.
So you call him.
Yes,
Now, bearing in
almost.
mind, it's about 15, 20 minutes before sunrise, and you're all ready to, you got your pajamas on, so to speak,
Yep.
when you make this call. Excuse me, my voice today. I've got Charlie's problem.
My voice is fine now.
Losing voice. Yeah, well, there you go. You gave it to me.
Good.
Thanks. Thanks.
Take it.
Pass it around.
Yeah, I'll give it back to you. There you go. Okay,
No.
so Barry, you make the phone call,
Yep.
and Juggler answers the telephone.
You want
Pacer.
to be boss?
Pacer, yeah, sure, I wanted to talk to you. In fact, more to the point, I want to talk to you and your friends together at the same place at the same time, in Gary.
You really want these dudes?
Well, I've got some important information that they should probably see for themselves.
I'll tell them when and where.
Well, I think you know where and when, as soon as they can get their shit together.
That might take a long time, but I get your meaning. Okay.
I'll be waiting,
Okay.
but it is important information, and I'm 100% sure they're going to want to see this.
Okay.
Good night.
Good night.
See, unlike the movies, people actually say goodbye to people on the telephone before they hang up. Unless it's Icon Gustav. He doesn't. Right, so Barry, you go to sleep. Your character goes to sleep. And everybody else goes back to their havens and whatnots and so ons and so forths and rest, sleeping like the dead, kind of.
Maybe he's going to have taken a laptop into her little sleeping locker,
Okay.
and she's going to keep working until she falls asleep.
Okay. Do you want to make me a computer's hackery check? What kind of hackery are you doing this time?
I was just working on the same thing,
Okay.
making sure everything is secure.
Okay.
Although I would like to make sure that I keep that laptop that has the connection to the guy, the person on the other side, Hurricane. So I'm going to keep that.
Keeping the laptop.
Well, keeping it open, keeping that channel open, but not giving him any information. Just in case I need his help in future.
You are aware that keeping that channel open exposes you.
I could probably keep it offline until I need it. And then when
That-
I
that
do need it
connection-
online, I can use another Wi-Fi.
That connection probably doesn't even exist anymore. Like it's like a chat room that is temporary. It's there while you're using it, and then once you log off, it's kind of just it's gone. It sort of closes itself down.
Okay, in that case, wipey wipe. Wax on, wax off.
What you can do is you can make a some sort of investigatory hackery check if you can find a relevant skill on that list.
Investigation.
Yeah.
To do what?
To basically see if you can find any IP addresses or any data that might send you on a trail
Okay.
back to its source, which, to be fair, is going to be extraordinarily difficult, but not impossible.
Okay.
And even if it is impossible, you still might learn something.
Maybe network intrusion?
Yes, that could work.
Okay, yep, that sounds good to me and fun. Oh, okay. Yuri's saying it's called backhacking. Sorry, JC's saying it's called backhacking. All right, let's go. Let's backhack.
Backhack.
Yeah.
The hack back.
In this case, it will be. Okay. It'll be dicks and computers. Which is very weird.
That is a bit weird.
But that's fine. So
I didn't make it up.
3, okay. 3 plus okay, just 3.
3 successes?
Yeah.
Okay, so
Stupid ones.
as you are back hacking, you discover, in fact, that, oh fuck, this is a trap. Going back that way has exposed you more. He's set up a honey trap on a server designed just for you to do this, so that when you go back to backtrack to backhack him, he would find out more about you. And so this has exposed your location or some details about you. So you can now make another check to see how well you get your shit out of there.
Okay, cool. All right. How do I do that?
You basically want to drop the equivalent of a hacking nuke.
Okay. I think I should give you
Overflow.
this link as well, so you can like help me
A
pick.
buffer overflow.
Okay, we got here. Computer hacking, network intrusion, digital surveillance, social engineering, cryptography, data manipulation, exploit development, wireless hacking, anonymity and privacy.
Right, probably anonymity
weaponry.
this would be anonymity and privacy, right? Because that's what
Okay.
you're trying to do, is give yourself more of that.
Okay, yeah, sounds good. So wits and technology. 1, 2, 3. Oh, it's technology. Oh yeah, 1, 2, 3. Sorry,
So 3 successes?
not yet.
Not yet.
4, 5, 6, 7.
7 successes.
Yeah. I'm like,
Okay.
let's get out of here.
Okay, so you pull out, and you don't leave a trace of even having been there. In fact, you realize that it was a trap. You realize it was a honey trap. You prod around a little bit and test it to see how it works, and discover that the nature of what it was. And so thusly you're like, fuck, this guy's really good, but he didn't get me.
Yeah.
Okay,
If anything, I go to sleep well impressed.
fair enough. Fair
And I
enough.
go to bed.
All right. So, does anybody else have anything they would like to do before they go to bed, or, keep
I
it?
just make sure that everybody is secure in their beds and
Okay.
hit the button.
Hit the button. Excellent. So you hit the button and you go to bed and lock down, and you all sleep. Matthias, are you sleeping here? Where did you sleep?
Yeah, Matthias definitely takes the spare room.
Okay, cool. And Casper, Valen, where are you sleeping?
Oh, in my lovely warehouse that I have procured.
Right, cool. Okay. Awesome. So you all go to sleep and you all wake up at varying times depending on what your humanity is. Whoever has the highest humanity wakes up the first. I'm assuming, for some strange reason, that's going to be Mr. Cole.
I've got 7. I think that was the same as a bunch of others. Just
Okay.
the
I think
default
most of us
starting.
have 7.
Okay. Some of you
I
probably
have 7.
Wow. Okay. That is fascinating. That is fascinating. All right.
Yeah,
We're
I also
all
have 7.
Not me.
very connected.
I wake up half an hour later.
Half an hour later.
Yeah.
Right. Cool. So the rest of you wake up. Newbie is asleep. No sign of Newbie when you wake up. Pacer,
is
you
normal.
wake up in your own spot over
Very
in
normal.
your trailer. Yeah. You're yeah.
James.
Sure. What's up?
James.
Yeah.
Okay, you like the chop shop?
What?
It's an old chop shop where we are now. You
Yeah,
like it?
yeah, I know. Why? What are you saying? Do I like it? Yeah, it's great. Thanks, Pacer. I love it. It makes my fucking day. Getting up every day here and working all day and then staying up all fucking night for you. Yeah, I love it.
Oh, good, good, good. I'm glad you love it.
I had 2 hours sleep last night. That's okay. I don't need it anymore because, you don't happen to be able to fill up my coffee, do you? I've just made a coffee. I got to stay up for a few hours and I need to stay awake for a while. Do you think you could fill it up a little? I need a little bit of a boost, some of that special caffeine.
Oh, what do you mean, the brown sugar?
That's
Okay.
the sound of him filling up the jug in the background.
Yep.
There's a bit of Foley artistry going on here.
You're in.
Totally
you're
doing that on purpose. You can credit me for my amazing sound effects.
Your enthusiasm for my.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm touched.
Do you fill it up?
Anyway. And.
Do you fill it up?
Yes.
Okay.
And.
Now, what were you saying about this place? I fucking love this place, man. It's fucking amazing. Fuck yeah. It's great. Yeah, yeah. I mean, we could use some new furniture.
I like the fact that it's in the middle of nowhere. That's what I like.
Yeah, well, it's quiet. I'll give you that.
Yep. And you can see anybody coming from miles.
I think the parakeet's sick. She's doing that thing again.
What, talking?
No, the opposite. She's not talking.
I know what that is. I need to get another parakeet.
You want me to get you another parakeet?
Yeah.
Just one? Maybe I could get a few. We could start an aviary out here.
It needs to be a female parakeet.
Somebody kill that person that keeps turning the sink on. It's really loud.
But it was good Foley work, though.
Good
the way
Foley
you worked
work.
it in. That was good.
I know.
Okay. All right.
Oh, yeah.
Now I'll see what's going on with it.
Okay,
All
so
right.
what's the agenda this evening?
Well, I'm going to look up some new friends. And you're going to fix that car I won the slip of.
Yep.
So we can sell it at some point.
Yeah, I think I got a buyer for that one. They're looking at about $25K for it.
Okay.
It's not really enough, I don't reckon, but, we want to move it sooner than later, right?
Yep. True. But the problem also is they don't want me to race with them anymore.
Oh, yeah?
I keep winning.
So they're, you gonna stop?
Never.
Okay.
Okay. I'll go and work with these people and see if that'll work out, and you do the car.
Yeah.
Anything goes wrong, you got my number.
Yeah, nothing's gonna go wrong. I know where everything is. I've been doing this for a while now.
I know what the parakeet wants. I'll give it to him. He's a bit like you.
That's a her, goddammit. It's a her.
How do you know?
I just know. You don't want to know how I know is because I bought it from the vet the time from the pet store. Goddammit. And they told me when I was there. I mean, you can't tell, but it's a girl. I know it's a girl. It's got a girl's name.
Okay.
You keep changing its name back to the name of that other parakeet we had 3 years back.
I'm trying to teach it English.
Well, good luck, because you're going to have to learn English first.
I'm good at English. American English. Anyway, okay. I'll be going.
Get on
Have a
out of
good
here.
one.
Stop bugging me. Piss off.
He gives some of his blood to the parakeet.
All right.
Yeah.
Parakeet squawks and thinks that's fantastic.
Okay. heads towards Haven.
Okay, so you're driving to Haven. Excellent. So, Valen.
Good morning.
What are you up to, Valen? Once you rise from the dead, what do you get up to?
First things first, time to clean up. Because, of course, having to make an improvised extraction doesn't leave a lot of room for time and consideration. So I'm going to be cleaning up my workspace for about the first 30 minutes of my morning.
Okay, that's convenient.
Got to be thorough.
Right. So tell
Besides,
me about your security in this location and how much money and time you've put into it.
well, let's see. I've only had this place for approximately a
48
day
hours.
now.
Right.
So realistically, not everything is entirely set up in the way that I would like to have it just yet. So it's got pretty much, just the generic thing, the generic stuff that I would need. There's locks on the door, and if people try to get in at night, I blacked out the windows.
Okay. Yep.
Made sure ain't no light getting in here.
Good idea. Yeah, that is good. That is important. Okay.
But yeah, apart from in terms of most security, the only thing really around this place is just a fence with some barbed wire on it, locks on the doors. I still need to get a proper security system to invest into it, which I will have to inquire about.
Right. Well, you've have seen a lot of advertising lately for a company called Secure Corp. They're all over the place, and they seem to be, quite a big company. It's probably quite reputable.
Yes.
I am familiar, but I know what they are, I think. If anything, I'll probably just buy cameras from somewhere and see if I can't get maybe Newbie to help me set them up.
I see. All right. So after about 30 minutes, do you do anything in particular?
Sit and ponder for a few minutes. And I guess I'll browse about on my phone to see if I can't find some decent cameras.
Okay. All right. So that's sort of what you're doing, is just sort of taking it easy, planning, but not really kind of super
not rushing.
involved in some
I don't really have
anything.
much to do.
Okay. All right. Well, I guess Matthias is taking a moment, so we'll leave him for a moment. Yuri.
I will do the morning as I do every morning.
I'm going to say that
Wake up.
Pacer arrives at the club before Newbie gets up, and you guys can have a couple of minutes, just you and Pacer.
I'll open up the back door. So that's where I'm assuming he's going to approach from.
Yes.
Shutters go up.
Evening, Yuri. How's it going?
Good, Space. How are you?
Oh, I've got news for you and the rest of the gang if you're interested.
Yes, come.
Yeah, da, 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 da. Do, 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 do. He walks up the stairs. When they get into the main area, the bar. Yuri, it seems that the local anarchs have taken an interest in you.
From the last evening, I assumed this with the bikers coming by and pronouncing themselves.
No, that wasn't them.
Oh,
Nah. There's the Wolfpack and there's the Anarchs, two different individuals. Though my sire lets them get away with so much.
I'm confused. Back home, it is very cut and dry. Is it your yes or your no? Here it seems so muddy. Why is it so?
No,
Why is it so like this?
well, it's just that way, There's the prince and his team who are really against the Anarch whole thing. And I'm suppose you've heard of the Convention of Fawns, have you?
Yes. Well, as I've mentioned previously, I was enforcer. I understand these things. It is not part of my life as vampire as I do not enjoy this.
Well, someone who we see who Anarchs see as the leader of their group, although he doesn't see himself as that.
Anybody who wants to walk into the scene can at any time.
Although he doesn't often. His name is Juggler. He's quite interested in this little group we have. And he'd like to meet you all. Now, it's entirely up to you if you want to
Wait,
meet
Baser.
him.
One moment.
What? One moment. Okay,
Fuck,
let's go
this
back
guy
one
even
moment.
know about us? What have you been saying? What have you brought down upon my house?
Who's that? Who knows about us?
he-
Matthias has finished his morning prayers and is just kind of coming and catching the tail end of this conversation.
He knew about you before I knew about you. Don't ask me how. I don't know. But there's the offer. He'd like to meet you all. It's up to you. After all, it's an anarch-free country, isn't it? Especially over in Gary.
Now, why would he want to meet us?
I don't know. Perhaps he likes dealing with mayhem and different styles. And you've all got different styles and different needs and requirements. Maybe he can fulfill that. And also, he's got something that you might be interested to know about.
What's that?
He didn't tell me that much.
At that point in time, Yuri is feeling very uncomfortable about this particular revelation. He's pacing, and he's not really voicing anything, but he is the overall aura, Bruja aura.
I think Matthias would probably pick up on that and turns to Yuri. I mean, I think the events of the last few days have shown us that there's more chaos going on. I don't see how getting some more information could hurt at this point. It seems to me like we need to know what's going on in the city. You and me sounds like we're both kind of new arrivals, and clearly there's a lot of players in this game. So
It's nothing to do about new arrivals. It's about people keeping shit.
Keeping what? Well, what do you mean?
Yuri, you and I both know that keeping shit's going to happen all the time, no matter where you are, who you are, what country you're in.
This is shit that I expect from Nosferatu or a shit Ventru. But I trust my Nosferatu. Who the fuck do you have?
I have a lot of Nosferatu I trust.
I know nothing of these peoples. And then you come into my home. And you're saying this juggler.
Whoa. He's not sending a great army to beat your head in. He's not shooting at you. He's not done anything yet but tell you he has information for you. You gotta learn to be calm. Be cool.
Information always comes with price.
Everything comes with a price. You and I both know that. Let's not kid ourselves. He's gonna want something in return. But there's no harm in finding out what that thing is. And you can still say that golden word, no. Whereas with the prince, You only got to say, yes, sir. All right? So let's keep our calm. Let's not flip our lids or our cars or anything else. And let us just roll with the flow.
If he already knows we're here, Yuri, I don't see what we've got to lose. Don't sound too different to what you offered me. You came to me, offered me to meet, to tell me about what was going on. Like the man says, we could hear him out, make a call at that point.
I did not walk you through mires of duplicity. I came to you. I embrace you as brother. I gave you what
did.
information I had at that point in time. But this motherfucker comes to me and says he has bullshit from some master that this is duplicitous shit. This is Camarilla shit.
Well, it could be Camarilla shit. It could be anything. But you're not going to know which shit it is until you ask the question. And this gives you a chance to figure him out for yourself, to see how he works for yourself.
Yeah, yes, but I cannot kill him, can I?
Oh, I'm pretty sure he'd kill you first if he wanted to. But I don't think that's what he wants to do. So, what do you say? Yes or no? I just send him a yes or no message. Simple as that.
Fine, fucking meet with this juggler.
Shouldn't you speak to the little short one? What's her name?
Newbie.
Newbie, yeah. Isn't she part of your team?
Before 3 moments ago, I thought perhaps we were a part of the same team.
What?
But you've introduced.
Just because I come with a message, I'm not part of your team anymore?
This is not message. Who is this juggler to you? Like, what? Why was this not introduced to you previously? Like, you've come into my life with no.
As far as I know, he's an anarch in a job. And we get on. What can I say?
Fine. Ring up Newbie on the phone. Is best I know how to use the instrument.
Newbie, your phone rings.
I will receive it. I will probably be getting ready, putting on a different mask, which I was trying to think of what it could be today. It won't be another fox mask. It'll be probably God, what was the first mask I had?
Gas mask, wasn't it?
Oh, it was a gas mask. Right. It will be another gas mask that's entirely different. Probably the one with like the thing down here rather than the two.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yeah.
You mean like the old Soviet GP5?
Sure.
The one that got the big container connected to a hose at the bottom of?
Yeah, but more cyberpunky. More lights involved.
Right. And probably black.
Always black.
Right.
Okay,
cool. So you are going to come downstairs in that stuff?
Yeah, I'll come downstairs instead.
Okay. So Newbie walks in.
Newbie.
I will
Newbie.
escape and into the room, and then I will sneak up on him.
Newbie.
Bah!
Newbie, you might notice also when you get up and you do your various checks that there have been various attempts at incursion overnight, or during the day, should I say. And you can make me a computer check, wits and computers check, please.
Okay. I am a sleepy boy.
Right.
So, it's...
I don't know why almonds do that to me, but they always make me stop eating almonds.
Okay, so currently -1. Wits and computers, is that right?
Yep.
Okay, computers. 5. Okay. Oof. It's not great.
Not great. So
Some might say it's a -1.
so it's a really terrible roll.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
yeah.
Okay. So you trace back this particular incursion, and you're pretty sure you've just alerted the South Chicago South Chicago PD
God damn it.
to the fact that you were tracing their attempts to hack you.
Right. Is there anything I believe I can do at this moment?
I don't know. You can ask Yuri. You can
Can
ask
I-
In
Jesse.
fact, you
at
have
least
rights
out
to your own privacy.
of character.
Well, no, if you're looking for a way to, okay, so you tried infiltration.
Mm-hmm.
You noticed that there was an IP address that was causing a lot of shit. Okay, so they noticed you at the same time. The only thing you could do at that point in time is drop another honeypot, same thing you walked into,
Right.
that redirects to another location, either subnet, or IP address, or geolocation.
Okay, sounds good to me. It sounds like it'd be hard to figure out what check to make, but it sounds good.
So you're going to drop a honeypot.
Yeah.
Okay, so you just
Yeah.
dumped a pile of code into the data stream, so to speak, and you make another computer and wits check.
I'm over
please.
here.
Right.
hmm
What was the check, sorry?
Wits and computers, you're sort of IP spoofing, I guess.
Okay, so that's 4 plus 1, 2, 3. Okay, so 7.
Okay, very nice. All right, so where do you want it to redirect to?
Ooh, I think I will redirect it like back to them, but in a different department.
Wow,
Oh,
So-
nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
very cool. Okay, awesome. I'll give you an experience point for that
Oh, thank you.
That-
In
yes,
what?
towards wits or computers.
Ooh, okay, thank you.
It'll return to sender.
Yeah.
Because that was fucking choice.
Fuck yeah. All right. So, who else is here presently? Valen, you're still at your own haven at the moment, aren't you?
Yeah, I'm pretty much just perusing for a security system that I can get installed at some point with the help of my cohorts when I eventually order them
Okay.
and or go to physically procure them somewhere.
Can you make a perception alertness check?
Perception and alertness.
What are you eating?
I have pizza.
Nice.
Like, for me, it's
Oh.
just.
That is 3, I believe.
3. Okay.
Oh, wait. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, 3.
You
3 successes.
notice that this place, you're just beginning to realize that this place is full of rat droppings in certain places.
Of course it
weren't-
is.
they
It's a
weren't
dingy
here-
warehouse.
more so
I need to
than
clean
usual.
this place up.
They weren't here yesterday. These rat droppings weren't here when you went to bed.
There's a sewer hatch outside, isn't there?
Yeah, probably. Yeah, I think there is.
Well, that's going to be something I'm going to take note of for now, but I guess I'm going to clean this up.
Okay, so you're cleaning up rat droppings. Matthias, you are with the others, aren't you? You're right. Okay, so I'll.
Yep, Matthias is still there.
Okay, cool. Back to you guys. Unless Valen, you have any plans?
I mean, really much after cleaning up, I'm just gonna ponder if I can try and deduce something about this. Maybe an intelligence and an investigation check.
Not really. There's just rat droppings in your haven. It's not like there's any clues. Those are the clues, and you know.
All right, well, it's time to. Honestly, I guess I'm just gonna go searching around for whatever possible entrance they used to get in and see if I can do something about it.
Okay. You can make an investigation check. So that's what wits and investigation.
Wits and investigation. That is 4 successes.
Okay, well, you find a hole in one of the walls in a location. It's quite an old building, and this, oddly enough, it doesn't meet safety standards and codes and practices and all that sort of shit, which I don't think you'd be too surprised at.
I'm not.
Right, and so what you discover is that there is a hole that looks like it's been gnawed through in this asbestos fucking paneling. And if it's a rat, it's literally chewed through the asbestos to get inside.
Well, that's an inconvenience. Honestly, I was thinking it's like the stereotype of what you would get with an old warehouse, to the point it looks like it's sheet metal.
Right. Well, maybe one section of it has a panel of asbestos that somebody has used to panel it, or otherwise.
Yeah, it's you know what? It's that area where it's the back room that explains it.
Right.
It's like,
right. That would make sense. Yeah.
the area that used to be sort of like a miniature kitchen.
Right. That makes perfect sense.
Yeah, we're not gonna worry about it. It's like, that is inconvenient.
Okay.
We're going to have to do something about that later.
Right. Very good.
So around that time, as we're having this conversation, I've called Newbie. Newbie surprised me, and I was
Yeah.
doing the whole.
Yep.
Yeah. Do you have number for Valen?
Yeah.
Cool.
He didn't. I don't know if he gave it to me. Again, I don't know if he gave it to me. I would have found out one way or another.
Yuri does have my number.
Yeah, but this is Yuri.
Don't worry,
Moving.
I've got it. I'll make the call, and I type out Valen's. Well, I put
Tap it
Valen's
out.
number on my phone, and then I put it up to Yuri's cheek, as it would be a bit muffled with my mask.
Valen.
It takes a few seconds, but he answers.
Valen, I'm calling on Newbie's phone because I did not have a phone on my phone. Is
I
this
push it
is
back
this
to your
Valen?
cheek.
Is-
Yes,
Yes.
it is. I'm just doing some cleaning.
Oh no, come to him. We have some information. You might want to hear this. It's quite your talents with explosives. Yes?
I whack Yuri on the arm and say, "Don't say that on the phone."
Eh?
No.
Ah.
I know that I'm good with fireworks, but come on.
No, the phone's been dropped.
Oh,
All you hear
no.
is muffled, scattered of a phone skittering across the floor, and me being berated by a very small Nosferatu.
What the hell do you need bombs for?
I go collect my phone, dust it off.
Why would we not like bombs?
You're not going anywhere where you're gonna need a bomb.
I don't know that.
It doesn't hurt to be prepared.
You want to fill me in on something here?
Yeah,
Well-
apparently. Yeah, Pacer, how about you tell
Go on.
us?
Apparently, the Anarchs have taken an interest in all of you.
What ones?
You,
No, not
him.
no.
I don't give
What
a flying
Anarch?
fuck.
What anarchs are interested in us?
The
Which
Anarchs of Gary.
Names?
You should know all that by now. Didn't you hack this place by now?
I look a bit like put off by that.
Aren't you wearing a mask? How do you look anything?
Well, I look that way under the mask.
The mask
Yeah.
reacts, going, "Ooh, she's peeved."
Well,
No, I guess I'm a little bit taken aback and quiet. So I
I'm
guess you can make your
assuming-
own.
Could be body
I'm,
language.
I'm assuming you came into a town and did your homework.
I going behind Yuri.
It seems like we've received an invitation, and Yuri's exercising some reasonable caution, I suppose. But It sounds to me like we've got an opportunity to gain some information here.
I mean,
How do we know? How do we know a juggler? What has he done?
what has he done? Oh, I don't know everything he's done because, I'm not tied to his hip or anything. But I know that among the Anarchs, he's pretty well respected. Among the Anarchs of the world.
Yuri, I think we should
Yeah.
hear him out.
Eh,
And the reason why I'm saying this is because I've been to Gary. I've been in his vicinity when Jonathan was there, and he came out alive. I came out alive. Well, you know what I mean.
but this is Anarchs of the world.
Well, let's
This is
just keep
very
our wits
broad
about
claim.
us.
That's,
You are so strong. Nothing's going to be able to take you down.
I wouldn't go that
This
far.
is true. This is Yuri.
Yeah.
Help me understand something here, Yuri. I just don't quite understand the degree of suspicion.
Suspicion is warranted when it comes down to anything. When it comes to Cambrilla or the Anarchs. If we,
Caution. But they know we're here. It seems like they know who we are. Surely if they meant us harm, they could have done that by now.
Yes, but we could be walking into trap. The prince could be laying this line of how you call it, a path to perdition. Perdition is word, yes, as a man of
Yeah.
God.
Of course. I guess I was just thinking, I mean, I appreciate everything you've done to try and keep us safe, but I guess we discovered last night that it's not like we're safe here. This place ain't impenetrable. I kind of think the more information we have, the better place we are to keep ourselves safe. I don't know if we'll get anything from this, but I don't see how it could be too much more dangerous than where we are right now.
Well, you might get a fall, or you might get something.
It's
What
kind
you
of the way
got
I
to-
see it.
Pacer's too casual.
What am I supposed to be, all nervous and jumpy like you folks?
Look,
This
I'm prepared to take the risk if you don't want to come, Yuri. I don't mind coming and finding out if there's anything useful, and I'll be the
No.
one to put myself in harm's way if that's what it takes.
No. Yuri approaches you and it's like, no. If harm is to come, harm will come to Yuri. This is my place. We will go.
Well,
to
that's
this
right.
jungle.
This is your place. But
No. What I mean is my place in this world. I will take harm. I don't want you to suffer. This is not what you are meant. This is for Yuri. We will go with Pacer. We will find this juggler. And we will see what he has to say. And if I have to take the pain, I will take the pain.
you're a good man, Yuri, but you can't prevent the suffering in the world. It's a bit late for that.
But I will damn well fucking try.
And where do you stand on this little fox?
Well, I think we should go and hear him out, but that's because I like to know the whole picture before I dismiss anything. But we could be walking into a trap. However, there are ways that we can get around that. I mean, I've breached their security once before. I can do it again. If we are going across, though, over to Gary, I don't really want us to be noticed this time. We had a bit of trouble on our way back, so I want everyone to put your phones into my Faraday bag, and then we will get going. if you don't mind. Oh wait,
Love
no.
it.
We gotta go get
Proper
Valen as well.
terminology.
Right.
Thank you. It's right here. It's
Yeah.
over here. Yeah. Excellent.
Well, I'm a little nervous about not having a way to stay in touch with some of my folk, but if you think it's for the best,
Yeah,
all
I'll keep
right.
it on me. It's just it'll stop people from tracking us.
All right, I'll take your
To
word for
some
that.
extent.
He passes over the phone.
Put in my own things, put in my own laptop, because I imagine she'd always have this bag with her. I imagine I look to pace her and offer my bag, but
Pace,
Actually,
do you
I-
have a vehicle that does not have GPS? Something old.
Something old. It means I have to go back to my place to get it.
Or
Yeah.
I could go out front and I could find some vehicle and I will take it.
Okay, let's go back to my place and get it.
and while we're at it, why don't we swing? Actually, I have no idea where Valen is. I could track him actually.
All right. You're gonna
One
give him,
moment, please. I'm gonna go track him.
have a crack.
Well, he should be en route because I've already contacted him.
That's
Remember?
true.
Yeah.
But I would like to know whereabouts he is. If he's making tracks.
Oh, I see what you're trying. Oh, yes.
All right. Give us
Do newbie things.
do newbie things. The newbie tables.
Yes, you do think. Oh God. Okay.
So yes.
I'm trying to figure out which one it is. Is it digital surveillance?
Yep. That would make sense.
Does that sound right?
It's as close as it's going to get on that list.
Okay, right.
I'll try and expand the list a bit over the week, and anyone that's got any ideas, throw them at me.
Yeah. Okay, in this case, what's an investigation? I think the chick sounds good anyway.
Cool.
Okay, so nothing. That's fine.
Nothing.
Investigation. No, yeah, not yet. Not yet.
Not yet.
I still have 2 more dice.
Okay.
Okay, so sorry. In total, it would be 1.
One
So minus 1.
success. Okay, so you can see that he's left the building, but you don't know where he is.
Um,
I couldn't do it. I'm sorry, Yuri. Don't look disappointed in me.
I'll
Sorry.
ring
Pacer, yeah.
I'll ring James
Okay.
and ask him to meet me at the old car wreckers.
Okay. And yep.
Has he finished the old car there, the old wreck that we...
Oh, let's see. I'll tell you the answer to that. Yeah, he has, and he's finished giving it the new paint job and switching the plates.
And it's got no, what did newbie call it?
No GPS.
No GPS?
Nope. No.
Cool. Well, I'll meet him there at the old car wreckers.
All right.
And tell Fred I owe him one.
Okay, cool.
Okay.
Excellent. So you do that, and you go and pick up the car, I assume.
Yep.
All right, so you're out for half an hour to do that.
Yep.
Okay. Do you want to feed or anything while you're out?
I always go to Jugs for feeding.
The juggies.
I go to Juggy's place. I don't call him Juggy because he'll smack me over and have me beaten to death, but I always go there.
That's what Gus used to call him. I love it.
Chuggy. All right. Excellent. So you do that. You're off. You're busy doing things. Valen, you're traveling. Everybody else is still at the club. What do you do for the next half an hour?
I am going to attempt to feed.
Okay. So the club is open at this point or not?
It will be opening. So what hour are we at this point?
It's like 8:30, something like that now.
Yeah. So it opens at 9.
Okay, so there's people sort of beginning to crowd outside.
Mill. Yeah, so my herd
Yeah.
is also here as well.
Okay, cool. Excellent. So that's going on. Awesome stuff. So then, eventually, Barry, you come back with the new car. Valen, you arrive.
Is there enough like
Yes,
blood?
I am here now.
Okay.
Is there enough blood bags and stuff in the club here?
No,
Dixie?
the blood bags have all been burned, I believe.
Yes, we will have to rebuild our
Doc.
reserve.
Okay, so Newbie's not a very confident feeder. I mean, that pretty much goes with the whole territory of like dressing up, etc. So,
So the idea is that you are in my domain, so
Hmm.
that gives you bonus on hunting. Plus, I also have a herd that I can also share with you.
okay,
I
sweet.
will do that.
Thank you. That is kind.
And that
Nom, nom, nom,
is.
nom.
Give me 1 second, and I can find. That'll give you a plus 1, 2, 3 on your hunting check.
Okay, what is a hunting check?
Depends on how you hunt, but it's
Of
based
course.
on was it Dex and
Typically, what I like to do is to get you to describe some kind of modus operandi. How do you hunt? And then I would usually run a scenario where each player would do a hunting session so that we always know how they kind of approach these things and we figure out the fine details. And then every time you did it after that, we would just kind of default to that as a kind of that, okay, so that's what you do. So we don't
I
have to
think-
play it out endlessly. So, but in this case, just tell me how you hunt.
Okay. I think seeing as Yuri has a herd member here, I
and the
will
domain.
in your domain, I will probably ask to just put them in a room on their own, and I will obfuscate up to them, and then like drink from them to the point that they feel sleepy, and then I can slink away, because I don't like people seeing my face or anything. So yeah, she will break obfuscate at some point, but no. No.
Okay.
For all those at home, Yuri just said kinky.
Hmm.
But yeah, so stealthy.
All right. Cool.
That's how I'm going to do it.
Stealthily. Excellent. Well,
Yeah.
it's not too hard given that you are, in fact, a Nosferatu. So, okay then.
Yeah.
All right. So, Yuri, can you make a perception and streetwise check, please?
You already can do this, yes. Perception is not good, but streetwise is great. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Roll 5. 1, 2 successes.
2 successes. You know, out of the people that come into this club on a fairly regular basis, you recognize quite a few of them by now, right? And you get new people every night, and they're always sort of different and what have you, but you recognize there's at least one person who's here alone. They look a little bit out of place. It's a woman. She's not really wearing the right clothes. She looks like a tourist, you know, like she's wants to be a cyber goth but has no idea what cyber goth really means or wears. She's sort of a little bit too generic, like she dressed up what she thought a cyber goth should wear based on some TV shows.
Okay. The first thing I would do I would just settle up next to Darius Bashik, who is the bouncer.
Oh yeah.
Darius.
Yes, Yuri. Good night.
No, the Sheik.
That one.
You've seen her before. Yeah.
She came in here knocking at the door today, but I did not let her in.
What was she in?
Looking for a job, she says.
Did she drop resume?
She didn't drop the resume. She wanted to speak with the boss. I told her, you're not available. Come back another time. Honestly, I forgot about it. I'm so sorry, Yuri, but that's the one. That's her.
But why is she dressed like she's like some triple X reject?
I don't know, Yuri. Don't ask me big questions. I don't understand these things. She looks alright to me.
We burned the reserve blood, so next time. It's good if you can get it back.
Okay. What do you want me to do?
You stay, and I will approach. It's fine. It's
Okay,
good.
okay. I stay back. I watch. Okay, so
I will approach her.
all right.
I'm just trying to think of how.
I think also while this is happening, I think Matthias would also be quite checking out the crowd, given everything that's happened, and his interest in sort of wanting to know what the police are up to, for probably sort of more relying on his kind of intuition and empathy to sort of get a sense of if anybody seems like they're trying to scope things out or anything like that. So I don't know if he would have noticed any of this.
Matthias, you can make a perception and investigation check in that case, because you're actively looking for that exact thing.
Yeah. I don't know if this was relevant. I was thinking sort of more of an empathy, sort of trying to read people's sort of like emotional state, rather. But a perception and empathy, investigation I can do as well. So perception and investigate. That is with the one cancelling it out. That's 2 successes.
All right. So you do notice this person sitting there, and she does seem. Now you can make your empathy check, because now you've noticed that she's there and that she seems to be standing out. You can make an empathy check to see just sort of what you think her emotional state is, and
perception and empathy, I guess.
Yeah.
So that is that 1, 2, 3, 4 successes.
Wow. Okay. She's.
Damn.
So she is. There's several layers going on here. You think there's definitely some sort of pretend going on, some kind of facade that she's putting up. You're not necessarily sure what that is, but there's more than one level to what's going on with her emotionally. She seems to be nervous, but the reasons for her nervousness could be what she might be using that to mask the true reasons for her nervousness.
Okay. So I think I probably see Yuri having spotted her and having this conversation, and I'll approach him.
Okay.
Stands out to you as well.
So do you intercept Yuri as he's finished talking with Darius?
Yeah, I think towards... so. Yeah,
okay.
I think I come up and approach you. And
so you see him squaring his shoulders and approaching in a more bruiser. So he's activated his bruiser.
Hold on a minute here. Let's see if we can't get some more information. I see you spotted her as well. She seems nervous. We don't want to frighten her off if we can learn something here.
So, Bruiser, I won't really explain it to you entirely, but he has an aura that basically exudes, I want to kick you in the shit.
Mm-hmm.
So you've interrupted him from a point of conversation to a quarry. He's activated Bruiser. You've intercepted him. He immediately looks at you.
Oh.
What?
Yuri, what's going on?
Welcome, and thank you for following us, Eva Carreria. I hope I'm pretty sure I didn't say that right, but I apologize. It comes up so fast on my screen, and I didn't really get a chance to read it. But thank you for following us, and we love you, so please stick around.
Yes.
Sorry, back to you guys.
Yeah.
Oh, Yuri, what's going on?
She's new.
There's something about her. She's hiding something. I'm sorry, I don't mean to step in the way of anything. You know her?
Oh, she's hiding something.
She's nervous. She's skittish. I don't know why, but there's something about her. you had a plan, I take it. I'm sorry, I don't mean to interrupt. I just thought might be a chance for finding something out here.
Plan? No plan.
While you're talking, she goes and approaches the bartender and orders a drink.
Look, why don't I see if I can find something out about why she's here? Might give us a little more of an idea about where to take it from there.
How long will I be back from feeding at this point?
Sure.
Okay, cool. Do I
Barry, you
see
can
what
come back
everyone's
anytime too
looking
if
at?
you want. And Valen, whoever, you can all turn up whenever you want.
So you would have
Do I
actually
see
been
who they're
feeding on
looking at?
Anna.
I think at this point, newbie, you've just sort of turned up and there's too much going on. Like
Okay,
people
right.
dancing and stuff. What you see instead is probably Valen and Pacer coming in.
Okay. I look to them and nod.
And I
Pacer
put my
nods
hand
back.
on- yeah. And he probably would have seen me putting my hands on Matthias's shoulder, and me kind of just shaking off just the bruiser. I'm not sure how you could actually really. If I could stand up and do it, I would, but it's more like.
Right. It's like a barbarian coming out of rage.
Yeah, exactly.
clarity.
You took me out of target. Messias! What?
Right.
Hey guys,
Ugh.
I'm sorry, I obviously interrupted something. I didn't mean to. I just thought maybe I could help you out a little here.
Help me. Yes.
hey Yuri. Yuri,
Pacer. Yes.
over here to your left. Your left. Yeah.
So, at that point in time, Matthias would have actually had a almost vice-like grip. Very uncomfortable, and then distract, and then what?
Car's ready
No.
when you are, Chairman.
Oh, yes, juggle. Fucker.
You okay there, Yuri? Do you need a massage?
I think it might be me that needs one. That's kind of hurt.
So he's
Oh,
looking
well.
agitated. There's here's the thing. Yuri has an intelligence of 1.
Oh.
He can't deal with
Too much
all this shit.
Right. Multitasking.
It's just too much. So so we have multiple problems right now. We have people coming in that are unfamiliar that he would like to investigate. We also have a reasoning with Pacer to go and investigate and talk to Juggler. We also have Newbie who has been investigating the picture. So literally, Yuri is overloaded.
Right. So, cool. What happens? That's what I care about.
I move towards the one thing that Yuri knows that he has as a quarry. Unfortunately, I push past Matthias, and I go right towards her because
Matthias,
that is objective.
What do you do, Matthias?
I kind of step in front of Yuri. Whoa there. Look, let me just deal with this one. You got a lot to focus on here. I'll take care of this. Trust me, all right? I promise I'll look after this.
What?
It's all right. I got this. You got other things to focus on. Let me just sort this one out. You don't worry about it. Just trust me, all right?
Everyone can make a perception check if they wish.
I think at this point I would like to slip in through the back door and just kind of wander in.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Just straight perception.
Perception alertness.
Cool.
Shall I also attend in this?
You might as well.
Oh, 2 10s.
No.
2 10s, nice. It's not that exciting, to be fair.
Damn it.
But what you notice is that the individual who's now sitting at the bar, ordering a drink, does look over her shoulder and gives a kind of cautious glance in your direction. When she sees the pair of you talking kind of almost heatedly. She probably can't hear you because it's a nightclub and there's music and shit going on.
Yeah. I think Matthias has enough sort of empathy and intuition to sort of get the sense that Yuri's kind of overloaded. So I think he just sort of, puts a hand up and says, "Look, Yuri, I got this. You look after the other stuff. I'll sort this." And he goes and sits down next to the woman at the bar, unless Yuri stops him.
No, and the last thing I would say, you talk to Magnus. Talk to Magnus. And I go off, and I get to Pacer.
You're going to talk to Pacer. Okay, so Pacer, Yuri comes towards you. James Driver, I'm reading the name wrong thing. Matthias Cole, so sorry. That's his player's name. Now the internet knows. Sorry. So you go and approach the girl at the bar. And she looks over at you and you sit down. I mean, do you just walk straight up to her and start talking to her, or?
Yeah, absolutely. I sit down at the bar next to her and sort of putting on my sort of best kind of like Southern preacher kind of thing. Say, yeah, I like the outfit. It's a really colourful get-up you got there.
Thanks. Yeah, it's new.
I can tell. Yeah, I can tell. It's a bit of a unusual place. I must admit, I feel a little out of my depth here sometimes, but you kind of look like you fit in a little bit more. Just your kind of scene then.
She looks you up and down, and do you fit in here? I mean, I'm presuming you stand out like a sore thumb because you're basically the preacher, and this is a cybergoth nightclub, right? So
like he's still probably got his like tweed jacket on,
right?
And his priest collar and all.
Right, you stand out way more than she does. Okay, so that's fair. And so she looks you up and down, and she, well, I guess so. Yeah. Thanks.
You seem a little uncomfortable. Your first time coming here.
Well, she says, well, I don't really know you, but I assume you come here a lot. Is that like, are you wearing a costume right now?
No, I understand that you could be forgiven for thinking that, but no, it's my job actually. I'm a preacher of sorts. I come here from time to time, but I go a lot of places trying to help lost souls, that sort of thing. I just wondered if I.
Little surprised.
Oh, sorry.
I'm a little surprised they even let you in here.
Oh, they're an accepting sort. I mean, it's a bit of a mixed crowd, but what better place to look for souls that need saving than a place like this?
So you're saving souls then, huh?
I do my best. It's up to God beyond that. Is something you're searching for tonight?
Yeah, actually, I'm looking for a job.
Oh, a job?
Yeah.
Well, I don't know if I can help you out too much with that, but what kind of job are you looking for?
Oh, anything really. I mean, I can sweep the floors or whatever. It's just a situation that I got myself into recently, and I need to make some money fast. So it's kind of.
Oh, now, well, fancy that. Might be that I could help you after all. I mean, not with a job here, of course. I don't work here, but you seem a little distracted. I'm sorry, am I keeping you from something?
No, not really. I'm just looking to see if I can bump into someone that can help me talk to the manager. I understand that his name is Yuri or something like that.
Yuri? Yeah, I think there's a Yuri here, something like that.
I don't know what he looks like or anything, but...
Yeah, so about that job you're looking for,
yeah.
I don't suppose you've ever sort of thought about working for the church?
Do you have jobs at the church? Really?
Oh, of course. There's always work that needs doing. The Lord's work is never ending.
And does that pay well, does it?
Well, our means are modest, but we can help provide. We can help in a number of ways. The way you're talking before sounded like maybe you're in some kind of trouble.
Well, I'll tell you what, Father, if I can take your number, I'll call you if it comes to it.
Sure. I'm happy to give that to you. But I guess I was just sort of wondering, you seem a bit troubled, whether there's some way I could help you out. And at this point, I think I want to use presence on her to see if I can get her talking a bit more.
All right, so bit of the old presence. Okay, cool.
Yeah, I think we'll just do. Yeah, I think we'll just do.
Turns
it
on
or?
the
Oh,
yeah.
that's more for mass communication.
Yeah, I mean, or will impress a bunch of people around you, and
Hmm.
they'll all think you're great, and it also will make you very well noticed amongst the crowd. Which
Right. Actually, yes, so none of the presence powers are so much for um, just getting one person to kind of talk to you.
No, that's unfortunately that's dominate.
Yeah.
Right.
yeah,
I was sort of reading through it. Okay, so maybe I don't know whether I
you
could sort
can
of
still
do
make a charisma and performance check, or is persuasion a thing here?
That's what I was thinking. More of a
I think it's still.
If it's all, then it's charisma performance.
yeah. If I could just do a charisma and performance check, just to sort of
Difficulty.
I mean,
see if I can get it to open up a little bit.
Difficulty 7 for that.
7. Okay. So where we've got.
All you need is 1, and you're fine.
Okay, so with
Okay.
charisma and persuasion, I get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 successes.
Jesus. So you've got
Damn!
an auditorium. Wait.
It's one person. It's one person per success. So you just kind of like.
Oh no,
Yeah.
sorry, I wasn't trying to use aura. I was trying to just do
Oh.
a normal check of like, can
right.
I?
So you're
Oh.
just trying to persuade her personally.
Probably
That's
for the
right.
best.
Put on the riz.
Right. Okay.
Yeah. Can I get her to tell me about whatever sort of troubling her? Or...
So you're not actually empowering it with
No,
vampiric...
because I don't want to affect everybody else.
Yeah, no, that's fair. I also think that it's fair to say that you could choose to use awe on one person. Like you could choose to limit
think
it.
that makes sense.
I mean, you don't get you waste 4 successes.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah,
But
that's fine. I mean, I'm sort of really trying to make eye contact, really trying to engage with her. I don't see how anyone would necessarily else pick that up.
Yep,
Keep
no,
my
that's
voice
fair.
low enough.
Okay. Very good. One moment.
Sounds very Ventru, but yeah, it's fine.
Okay. Give me 1 second.
Honestly, like Matthias would have made a great Melky as well.
Yeah, I think I might have misunderstood when I was sort of reading the powers, the kind of character I wanted to play.
This is fine.
No, honestly, I think a true Bruja,
Yeah,
like-
you're awesome at playing a true brewer.
because that is creating the dichotomy between the brute force and the physical intellect.
Yeah, it's quite funny the way the two sort of play out.
No, you gotta get Valen to come on, open up, you,
Hey, you know what? He's got bombs.
and a pizza.
Okay, cool.
Oh,
So she looks
I'm
around at
hungry.
you. At this point, you might notice, Cole, that she has a few tattoos and things as well.
Do I get any sense of what they might mean? I mean, I've worked with a lot of people, probably from criminal backgrounds, gang backgrounds,
Right.
various religious backgrounds.
Right. I mean, you're noticing a number of pagan tattoos, even occult tattoos on her body.
Mm-hmm.
They're not like super big or anything. They're not too major. They're fairly subtle. You can make a perception and an investigation check.
Okay. Let's see what we get on that. That is right. 4 successes. God, that's rolling well tonight.
Okay. I'm going to send you a
Amazing.
private message in Zoom.
Okay.
Oh my god, where's the chat? It's over here. I'm looking in the wrong place. Okay, so I need to send this to James personally.
sent to all enter.
Oh! Okay.
Just unintentionally send this to everybody.
Oops.
There you are. Valen, we've been missing you.
Okay.
I mean,
Yes, I think I sort
slipped
of-
in.
But just with that sort of question of, you seem troubled. I just wondered if there's any way that I might be able to help you out.
Well, I mean, if you happen to know anyone here, I mean, I sure would like to get to know whoever runs this place. I mean, that sure help me. I mean, there's nothing more useful than knowing the right people, right?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I understand the importance of connections, and perhaps I'm the one that's out of the loop here. There's something important about the people here in particular.
Well, not really, but I mean, I really aspire to this kind of this particular club. I mean, all my friends come here normally, but I don't see any of them here tonight.
Oh, well, all right then. Look, I think I can't really help you out on that front because I'm just a visitor here myself. But in terms of the job, is there a number I could reach you on? It might be I can sort of sort something out. Always looking for opportunities to help people.
Yeah, I'm just trying to connect with the goth culture around here and such. I mean, yeah. I mean, I don't know if you're the right person to talk to, but I'll sure take
Not your
you.
thing.
Yeah, probably not my
No,
thing. Yeah.
no, I understand that. It's a difficult path to walk, and not for everybody. But all right, well, I'll leave you to your evening. Oh, one last thing. I can't help but notice your tattoos. They're quite striking.
Oh, thanks. Yeah, I actually do them as a freelancer.
Oh, I see. I know they often carry quite a lot of meaning for people. Any particular meaning to yours?
Well, I mean, this one here, this pentagram here. This is the five elements, and I got this one from a ceremony that I was at with some of those Luciferians over up in, and she named some street somewhere with blah. Um, and yeah, I mean, we got this together to commemorate the ritual that we were doing that time, but yeah,
Oh, ritual. You're kind of a religious person yourself, a different vein, perhaps. But
different vein. Yeah, I guess I would say that.
well, all right now. You have a good night.
Sure, thanks.
I guess I want to make sort of one last check to just sort of get a sense of like, yeah, from the whole conversation, did I get any sort of sense about what she might be hiding, anything in particular that she sort of talked about that she had sort of, particular interest in, or
Sure,
that she seemed like she was fishing for information from me, or
okay, yep, you can make that same check, the empathy, wits and empathy check, if you like.
wits and empathy. Cool.
Yeah.
So that is 5 successes.
Okay, you figure that she is fishing for information.
Yep.
She got kind of, you got a very slight moment when she was talking about the tattoos and such, that she was nervous talking about that.
Okay. Okay. So I think, yeah, based on, I'll wait for an opportunity when Yuri seems free, and I'll basically fill him in on what I learned. I think I'll tell him everything.
Okay, very good. So you go off and tell Yuri that stuff. What happens with the rest of you guys in the meantime while that's all going on? I'm going to start with Valen, because Valen, honestly, you've not done anything so far this evening. I want to give you a chance to do some stuff.
Yeah, I've just been sitting around being silent.
You're just cruising.
I've been enjoying listening.
Okay, so you just tell me if you're not getting enough action here, because I.
Oh no, it's fine. I don't mind taking a backseat every now and again.
Okay. All right, because you're like, oh, that's okay. I'm gonna blow some shit up sooner or later.
Hey, I already had one thing. I already got to do one thing.
Right. Okay.
I'm feeling a bit hungry. I'm probably gonna find something to
go
have a nice
feed.
little snack.
All right. So you're gonna go feed from the club. Is that the plan?
May as well. I
Okay.
assume I would have had Yuri's permission to do so. This is his domain after all.
All right. If Yuri agrees to that, I agree to that, and I will
Yep.
make it of no particular great difficulty or importance, except to say how subtle are you when you do this?
I mean, I prefer to take things out of the way where most people probably wouldn't be looking.
Right. Okay. Very good. In that case, we'll leave it there, and we'll say that you did that. Chase, Chase, I keep calling you Chase. Barry Pacer. You've got the car ready to go.
No.
It's sitting outside. What are you
Yuri,
going to do?
the car's outside. When you're ready, just let me know. I'll be sitting over here.
Yes. So he says that I've cut communications with Newbie. I know what she's doing. I see that Matthias has gone off and started talking to the one person that the bouncer let in. He's trying to gain a single mind.
What's wrong, Yuri?
He's going to exit the building, and he's going to go straight to Pacer's car.
All right. So Yuri goes to
So-
Pace's car. Okay.
It would have been kind of like as Matthias said, I will take care of this. And Yuri was just like, again, just not very, he cannot multitask at all. So he's just like single-minded task, go to Pacer's car. We've already established what we want to do, where it's going. He has his misgivings. We've already established that. Newbie has done what she needs to do.
I'm following you, by the way.
Yep. Okay. Well,
I
he
don't-
doesn't notice. He's just
No.
like,
I don't even need to obfuscate. You just don't see me.
Okay. So
Nope.
she comes out with you, and you get in the car too, Newbie?
Yes.
Okay, cool. Okay, so you're waiting in the car together.
I wish you'd stop doing that. It gives me a heart attack every time the door opens by itself.
I wasn't even obfuscated.
Well, it still gives me a heart attack.
I see
Okay.
how it is.
I'll go and get the rest of them.
Newbie the nobody.
no, you.
So, Cole and Valen, do you eventually finish what you're doing and come and get in the car?
Oh, of course.
Okay.
My attention. I was called here for a reason. I'm still needed.
Okay. Very good then. So Cole, do I get a confirmation from you?
Yeah, as I get in the car, I just say to Yuri, I don't think she's an immediate threat. I'll fill you in on the way.
All right,
Okay.
You start
Ladies
driving.
and gentlemen, safety belts, please.
Adios, seatbelt.
Click.
And
Right.
I kind of grabbed the
Matthias
front.
absolutely clicks
Newbie's
himself
got
in.
all the cell phones inside a Faraday cage bag, right?
Yep, for sure.
Yes.
Cool. Nice.
I think just to go
Oh.
back, before I put my phone in, I probably sent a message to Jensen to say I need to be offline for a bit, nothing to worry about. I'll get back in touch as soon as I can.
Cool.
Valen, I need your phone, please.
Not a problem.
Thank you. Put it in the Faraday bag. Click it or seal it.
All right. Cool.
Okay.
Faraday equipment. It's lovely.
Yeah, I like it. I whack it a few times.
Okay.
Do you understand this bag, Will?
I've got a little bit of insight on them. They're useful.
Well, it is bag, and we put our electronically in the bag.
It's all
Yeah.
right, Yuri. It's fine.
It's like their own little protective shell. It's like a turtle.
I like turtles.
So when we're on the drive, I think I'll probably actually say this to everybody then, since we're all in the car together. That woman in the bar, I couldn't read too much. She's clearly fishing for something, wants to know something about Yuri, but the thing that stood out to me, she seemed awful nervous about her tattoos, some kind of like occult stuff, pentagrams and things like that, and said she did them herself, but they're kind of smudged. I don't know if that means anything to y'all.
Wait, her tattoos were smudged?
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
They-
sure
well, they
seemed that
don't-
way.
Obviously, she's dressing up.
Yeah,
Right?
I mean that kind of follows. It seemed to, didn't quite kind of match everything else. You think it's just part of the disguise? I wasn't sure with how nervous she seemed. If there might be something else to it.
Matthias,
I really need to get my laptop
Eh?
out.
Is this person that you stopped me from approaching before I left?
That's
Yeah,
right. That's what I'm
right.
talking about.
Well, she's come many times before, but she's not dressed up like that.
No. She
Like-
hasn't. She has not come many times before.
Oh, she hasn't.
No.
It's
Oh,
a
okay.
brand new site.
So, okay, I apologize.
Does this place have a reputation, Yuri?
Yeah,
I mean,
what?
obviously
Yes,
it's got a
reputation.
reputation for
It's a fucking nightclub. Of course, it has a reputation.
for
Yeah.
for being
nightclubs
cool
have a
and slightly
reputation.
dangerous.
But yes, danger brings lots of people. Come, yes, boogie out.
Does it perhaps bring people that like to be fed on?
What?
You know,
Blood dolls.
well, I was like the first like time I met Jackie, the blonde-haired guy, well, he said that I was a blood doll, and I thought that was a pretty good excuse. And
But blood dolls are horse.
well, that's not cool. Like, what is that talk? How old are
This
you,
is.
Yuri?
You
Jesus.
really need to ask that question.
This man was around during Soviet Union, and
Yeah,
by history,
Soviet
Soviet Union
Ukraine.
fell.
Yes,
That-
Soviet Ukraine.
It has been 22 years since the fall of the Soviet Union. So
Yeah.
Right. Well, times have changed, okay? Not every woman that wants to be fed on is a whore.
I say woman. I just said you said blood dolls. I say whore.
I'm sorry, but I feel kind of targeted here because I'm the only woman in this damn vehicle. And I've
But
been
I
called
did
a
not-
blood doll before. So,
oh,
I.
I'm with you on this one, newbie. It doesn't matter what a person chooses to do with their life; they still deserve respect. It's still a child of God.
yeah, what he said. Newbie like wavers with that. Like whatever.
Hey, newbie.
That's me.
I got that right. Okay. Could you pass me my phone? I have to text somebody.
Okay, but then I'm putting it right back in the bag. Here you go.
Yeah. Okay. I text Juggler and say, on my way, front or back. Does he want us to come in the quiet way or the front way?
You get a response saying, come through the back way.
Okay. All right.
Newbie,
Okay.
why do you make these things so much more difficult than they need to be? Why are you passing the
Yeah.
phone? What is this phone shit?
If I put it in the bag, then people can't track us. So, yeah, you don't have to understand. Just know that it's gonna help us out, okay?
Even the
Oh,
bad
yes.
times are good.
This is fine, this is good, but what you said before about the blood dolls and me being
Oh,
old.
right. I'm sorry.
I don't. This is just. Oh, that's what they were back in Soviet Ukraine. Like, they did not serve much purpose other than just being blood horse.
Come on,
How is
Yuri.
it?
It's not so different from addiction. You must know that there's a person under that. There's still someone in there. I know they can end up seeming like a slave to their vices, but there's still a human being. There's a way to reach them. In
What
this
do you
case,
know
though,
about addiction?
Yuri, I've seen a lot. I've been through a lot. I don't think we have the time to cover that right now. But
Yeah, I also agree with Matthias here. We probably don't have any time for this, Yuri.
we can leave this one alone. I don't think she's any harm. We just stonewall her. Don't give her anything.
Hey, sure. There's an abandoned church over there. Should you want one, that one's free. I know for sure.
Oh, now,
oh yeah.
that's awfully kind of you. Might need a space to, for my congregation. If you know that one's free, sure, that might be something worth looking into. But
I don't mean you won't have to pay for it. You have to pay for it and find out all the crap. But as far as I know, it's abandoned.
well, all right, that sounds like something we can talk about. But right now, is there anything we need to know about meeting this juggler?
Be nice. Just be nice. And Yuri, control your temper.
What?
Control your temper. Be nice.
Well, now that's something I think I can do.
And the rest of
Okay.
you, just be yourselves. Yeah, for what that is. Yeah.
Valen, no exploding things.
I didn't even bring my bag with me today. He gestures as he is very clearly holding the bag. Oh, that reminds me, now that I'm thinking about it. I need to invest in a security system. Anyone have any recommendations? Need to get some cameras around my warehouse.
If you invite me round, I can have a look.
I put
Well, the
hands
building
on
is
Yuri's
fairly
head.
old.
Oh, wait, hold on. Yuri?
You want to help him with security?
Well, am I allowed to?
Yes.
Oh, you're paying me.
You are your own Nosferatu. I mean, this is right. Yes.
Okay. So, Valen, I will go there. I will see what needs to be done. I will tell you how much it's going to cost and how much it's going to cost me. Cost to hire me.
As you approach the Rose Garden, you see a line of diverse and eager patrons dressed in goth punk and cyberpunk fashion, waiting expectantly, forming a vibrant tapestry of countercultural expression on the streets. Right outside the front, you see the bouncers, these imposing figures guarding the entrance, wearing very sharp black suits resembling agents of a clandestine organization, sporting earpieces and sunglasses. The bouncers give off an air of controlled intensity, scanning every entrant with discerning eyes, although they have sunglasses on. Their formal attire hides a unique set of tattoos, revealing their true allegiance to the anarchic heart of the Rose Garden. You drive past that and around the back.
As we approach, Matthias turns to Newbie and says, I think if we're going to keep doing this, my wardrobe might need some updating.
Oh, yeah, definitely. You stick out so much. You're like an Amish in the middle of, I don't know, that.
If I fit any description, I fit gothic to a T.
Well, from the picture, you look like Victorian goth.
Also, to be fair, it's worth noting, I see that my camera's fucked out. Yippee-ki-yay. Let's see if we can get that thing going again. Good old camera. Oh dear. Oh dear, Zoom's not responding. Can you still hear me?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, I'm just going to leave it and see if it fixes itself, because that's what it probably will do. Okay, so a little bit about Gary, if you don't know. Gary is the nearby city to Chicago. It's just south of Chicago. It's about half an hour to an hour's drive from main sort of central Chicago. And it's full of old, tattered billboards. It's very run down. Feels like it's kind of beyond hope and full of despair. It's the part of the Rust Belt. There's steel mills and factories. Right now there's not so much pollution because it's nighttime, but normally you would expect to see pollution pouring out of factories and what have you. Chain link fences, poverty-stricken, deteriorated streets and abandoned houses. It's not too far from Lake Michigan. It's run-down harbour where there are container ships and what have you. There is a Gothic cathedral there amidst ruins. There's squalor and lethargy pouring off the streets as you head through the place. You see pull holes and burnt-out streetlights. Graffiti as you go through the projects. You see gangs and gangsters standing around selling drugs in corner streets and alleyways. Aging mansions. And the filth-choked river that you drive over to get here. Oh, look, my camera's decided to update itself, and I'm turning it back on again. Let's see if we can fix that with a little bit of magickery. Watch this. That didn't work. We'll try again. Oh, it's not going to work because...
It's like doing that sleight of hand, and I dropped the penny. Shit.
I think Zoom has just handed my camera over to Streamlabs, and now Streamlabs is going to be a dick about it.
Okay.
It's never a dull Twitch stream without some form of scuff going on.
Yeah, there's always some bullshit. Okay, but in any case, you guys are at the Rose Garden at the back door. Okay.
I'm going to obfuscate.
All right, so you're obfuscating as you head in. Cool.
Ladies and gentlemen, follow me.
Well, all right.
I'm going to try
I'll pull rear guard.
thing.
Baser, where are we?
You're at the back of the Rose Garden.
That didn't
But
work.
I passed many people that
A
Look
private
like they were-
entrance. Private entrance. Just follow me. La da 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 da. Dee da. Okay. It's gonna take a long time because da 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 da.
Newbie's trying so hard not to break obfuscate and say something.
I'm just pulling a rear guard here. Don't mind me.
I will
Last one
continue to
in.
follow Pacer.
Well, that's
If
what you think, Valen.
If you've got weapons, they'll check you for weapons. So get ready. You know, don't be concerned. It's just a normal practice. Even I get checked for weapons.
So it's a formality.
Mm-hmm.
All right,
That's the word.
before we go in, I think what I might do is pause the stream for just a minute and come straight back on again. I'm pretty sure I can fix this, but it is going to take me a minute to get this silly camera nonsense going again. So I'm so sorry. It seems to be a regular occurrence lately, but yeah, this is the way it is. So we'll be back in just a few moments, right after these commercial messages.
Be right back.